Right. Because I mean, if he stood there, he would have been confounded.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what would have happened. And I told his guys, I said, look, so well, you're wearing clothing too. You're wearing mixed up fabric clothing as well. So you're sinning too. Okay, and it don't matter if you don't believe. And like I told him as well, I said the reason why the reason why we have to wear clothes is we ain't got no choice but to wear these clothes. A lot of us can't make clothes. Come on now, we weren't taught in the schools to make our own clothes. We don't have women or wives that can make our own clothes. Okay, we've been conditioned to accept. We've been conditioned to just go get the clothing from some other store. Okay, so yeah, we ain't got no choice. So yeah, the clothes that we're wearing, yeah, it's sin, it's transgression. But that's why the Lord came to bring about grace. That's why you have grace. The reason why you have grace so that those that believe can still repent while they're under sin. Okay, and that's the Israelites now. So let's find out who the saints are about it. Go on.
Psalms 50 verse 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Right, who made the covenant with the Lord by sacrifice? It was the nation of Israel. So only the Israelites can be saints. And by that being the case, we can then judge. But you have this, like I said, you have this notion out there, most of these Christians and these atheists out there, they're saying, look, you can't judge. I can judge anything on this planet. Alright, you can't tell me not to judge. Alright, any brother that's in his truth can judge anything out here. Alright, so read that again. And yeah, we're going to be prejudiced, alright? We're going to prejudge everything. Like how we prejudge what clothes we put on, what clothes we put on. We're going to prejudge what people we hang out around with as well. Right?
Psalms 148 verse 13. Let them praise the name of the Lord, Yahweh. For his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel.
Even of the children of Israel. That he will praise the saints, yeah, even to the children of Israel. Showing you that that's the saints. Alright, so like I said, we can judge. We can. Okay? That's why when you read the Bible, you have what, the book of Judges. And try telling that to the what is it? Crown court judge. Alright? Tell him that too, or tell her that as well. And they don't even know how to judge already anyway. So if we're the judges of the earth, which we are, then we're going to judge. If the Most High stood up pastors in the last days, which we are the true pastors, and preachers and apostles and disciples and teachers, hey man, the Lord also stood up judges as well. Alright, so all of you Christians out there, you atheists out there that think you know a little something, you don't know a damn thing, man. Because guess what? The saints of the Most High can judge. How about that? We can judge, we can prejudge, we can be prejudiced. Alright, which the word prejudice means to prejudge once again. Alright, we can do all that, man. It's fine. It's okay. Go on.
Right. Yeah, like I said, Psalm 50 verse 5. Verse 4. He shall call to the heavens from above and to the earth, that he may judge his people.
Right, that he may judge his people. Go on, brother, read that again.
He shall call to the heavens from above and to the earth, that he may judge his people.
Right, that he may judge his people. And the way the Lord really judges his people is by him setting up certain men to judge his people. When you read the book of Revelations, it tells you how you're gonna have 12 thrones, and you're gonna have these men that's gonna be sitting on these thrones. I'm roughly paraphrasing, judging the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. And that's the prophets who you have it today. Okay, now if you're an individual, what's going on here? So I mean, as we have it today, we're the prophets and we're the men of the Lord. So being that being the case, we're gonna judge everything, man. We're gonna judge everything the way we want to judge it. I don't want to hear nobody saying you can't judge or whatever. All right, because you don't even understand what you're talking about. Yeah, the Bible does say, "Judge, lest ye be judged," but let's get some understanding of that. Give me Matthew 7:1.
I'm gonna preach it.
No, brother, drop that. Give me Matthew 7:1, so we can get some understanding of that. Because people will quote that with no understanding, and then you can get the precept.
Matthew 7 verse 1. Judge not that ye be not judged.
Right, so let's gain some understanding. Let's read all the way down. We're going to read on.
For with what judgment ye judge,
Yeah.
ye shall be judged.
Right, go on.
And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again.
Right, go on.
And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye,
Right.
but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye?
Right, so what that's going into is this, like, let's say, for example, I'm doing something wrong, right? And I'm going against the law. And I'm judging this brother of the same thing. Guess what? I'm going to be judged on something that I did wrong. So that's why when you read the first verse, all right, the title, the title, it says, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." Why? Because we're all sinners at the end of the day. So we can't tell, if there's a brother in the faith that's trying to get himself together, or he has got himself together, but he's still going up, and I'm going up the same way, I can't tell this man, "Look, you're going up," because we all going up. All right, but amongst the regular, everyday Johns and Jays amongst the streets, we can judge them because they're willfully going up, and they're going way up. All right, but the brotherhood, we can't judge each other. That's the understanding. The brotherhood, you can't judge the brotherhood because the brotherhood, we're all in this together, and we're all going through the same similar situation. But a guy that's just willfully going off the Bible or off the law, we can judge that person. Okay? Because you have two kinds of people. You have sinners that are willfully sinning, and you have sinners that are trying to repent. Okay? And the word sin means to transgress the law. You have a question? No, we read the King James Version. Yeah. Go on. No, it's all right, man.
It said, or how would I say?
Hey, brother, you came in peace. We deal with you in peace. Go on.
Or how would I say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye?
Yeah.
And behold, a beam is in thine own eye.
Right, but the beam is in thine own eye, meaning you going out yourself, but you going to tell another brother he's going out. So when it says judge not, he should be judged, meaning look, don't judge your brother on the wrong he's doing because you're doing wrong too. So first and foremost, before you judge anything or anybody, you got to get yourself correct. That's the understanding. So when people say, oh, you can't judge me, you can't do this, you can't do that. Yeah, I can do that because guess what? What you're doing is going to lead to your demise. And I'm in the right to judge you because I'm doing right and you're not doing right. Go on.
Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye.
First cast out the beam that's in thine own eye.
And then shall thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye.
Read that verse again, that last part of the verse again. Read that again.
And then shalt thou see clearly
Right.
to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye.
Right, so that's what that means. So if you, let's say for example, you're doing everything right in the eyes of the Lord, according to the Lord, right? And in this truth. Now you can judge uprightly now, because now, hey, that don't apply to you. So somebody that's going up, you can now feel free to judge that person and get him on the right track or her on the right track. But if you're both on the wrong track, you can't judge one another. You can't do that because you're going up yourself and you're telling this person that he's going up. No, you're both going up. But if one guy's going up and the other's not, then that other person can tell and judge that person on what wrong he's doing or she's doing. All right, so that's the whole ordeal. That's why I wanted to bring that out for understanding purposes. Go on.
This is excuse me, Psalms 37, verse 30. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom.
Right, the mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom. Go on.
And his tongue talketh of judgment.
Right, and his talketh of judgment. So that's showing you right there, the men of the Lord, which will have the wisdom understanding of the Bible, what are they going to do? They're going to speak of judgment, as we just read to you. Right. Say something, brother. If you want to say something.
The tongue of the mouth of the righteous, we're going to speak in wisdom. The wisdom contained where? Within this book. Okay? It's the same wisdom that has reformed us into the image of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So therefore we're going to speak the words and wisdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, and that words, and when you speak the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, when you read it, it condemns our sinners, people that transgress the word of Yahweh, but the wisdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You understand? Okay. So therefore, we're going to speak about judgment upon those who are adversaries of the wisdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And their judgment is destruction by the nuclear missiles. Okay? The microchip, that's part of transgressing the wisdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because it tells you in the law, you're not meant to put an incision in your flesh. Okay? And also, another sin is also to cover the faces of the judges. Chief judge himself, Yahweh Shai, okay, has been covered by the wicked, okay, and so therefore they're going to receive a judgment, okay. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I mean, the brother said it. The brother spoke well, you know, on the whole program. Because this is the Lord's program at the end of the day, man. So at the end of the day, you know, as far as it goes, being that we're on the right track, we can judge the world. And can't nobody really say anything about, oh, you can't judge. Yeah, we can judge. That's what kept Israel, that's what kept the nation in order. They said you had certain judges and you had certain rulers of the people. You have to have judgment somewhere, because if there's no judgment, now everybody's gonna run amok. Like now, in this society we live in a society, right? This society doesn't carry the you know, God's law. It carries man-made law, which is pretty much leading people astray from the righteous law, which is of the Bible. The universal laws of the earth, which is the Bible.
The Bible. You got the Quran.
Go on.
Psalms chapter 89, verse 14. Justice and judgment are the habitation of thy throne.
Right.
Mercy and truth shall go before thy face.
Yeah. So that's how you perform justice, is when you bring about laws and order and judgment. That's how society is set up and governed and established, is when you have judgments there, you have orders, and you have government. Which the word government means, you know, what is it? Mind control. Which is nothing wrong with mind control. Yeah. So when you're under a righteous mind control and order, now the society is pretty much alright. Because you have the people that are being governed in the mind, in the right way. Okay? Because the word government, the word govern means to control, and the word meant means the mind. So if we're all mind controlled in the righteousness of the Heavenly Father, what's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay? But the way you're gonna have that is by you having judges and leaders to keep things in proportion and order. Go on, brother.
Psalms 94.
Oh, okay, go on.
Psalms chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me
Oh, yeah,
against
actually, stop right there, brother. Yeah, read that. Yeah, read what you got. Read that. Okay. Okay, yeah, go on.
Psalms chapter 94, verse 16.
Yeah.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Yeah, you was reading it. Right. You go.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Right, who will stand up against me of the workers of iniquity?
Unless the Lord Yahweh had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence.
That's it. You know? So it's all about the order, man. It's all about the Most High's order at the end of the day, man. Okay, if the Lord's order is not on the earth, then you're gonna have death and destruction out there, like you have now. When you have women showing their ass for the world to see, wearing leggings so they can see, so that the world can see their vagina and everything else. Why? Because there's no righteous judgment there. And that's why that cracker came up here, he's saying, oh, this brother, he's wearing trainers in the midst of the fabrics. The reason why, because of your people here on the earth. So that's why everybody's set up to sin. Go on.
This is going into the judging, right? Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 10, right? Let me read on down. Let us oppress the poor righteous man.
Right.
Let us not spare the widow,
Yeah.
nor reverence the ancient grey hairs of the aged.
Yep.
Right? Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Yep.
This is the wicked, they're saying these things.
Yep.
Right? Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn,
Right.
and he is clean, contrary to our doings.
Right. He is here contrary to our doings. Meaning we're not taking on board the ways of the heathen, the ways of the elite, the way they want us to be, by their media. Okay, and what is it, man? All of the different tools of manipulation of the mind. We're not corresponding with that, these tools. Okay, we're not corresponding with that. So we're clear contrary to the ways of the so-called white people. Okay, and am I referring to the whole nation? No, because the whole nation don't know that and they lost. Alright? There's a spiritual blocker that's keeping them astray from the truth. But that's talking about the elect. The elect are going to be clear contrary to the ways of this world. The way that the elites have set up this world. Go on. Which represents the truth.
It says, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean, contrary to our doings, he upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objective to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. So basically we're judging them, we're telling them, we're objecting to their infamy and to their... Alright, so basically we're objecting to the transgressings of their education, what they've been educated by. Because you might be saying, oh, that's talking about what they've been taught in school. Everything out here is educating people. The media, the lyrics in the songs, everything that you know, that is what you've been educated by. So we're telling them, we're objecting to the transgressings of what they've been learning, what they've been doing. Okay, okay, and the fact that it says, he upbraideth us with our offending the law. So we're pointing out, we're judging, we're saying, listen, you're offending the law of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you ain't meant to be doing that. Then they come back and they say, oh, you ain't meant to be judging me. Right? So it says, verse 13, he professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High, and calleth himself the child of the Lord.
And that's exactly what we do. We always say that we're the men of the Lord. We say it all the time. Why? Because we have the understanding. The true understanding of this Bible here. We're not just gonna come out here and say God loves everybody and close the book, hallelujah, John 3:16 and out and be through. No, we're gonna come with more understanding than that, because we know that it's not just about John 3:16. And it's not about just how the Lord came to die for the world. Okay, so we understand this Bible in totality, and that's why we can judge the world and judge the way of the powers that be, which the powers that be are the wicked. Somebody give me Job 9 and 24.
I got some more though.
Okay, I'll tell you what, hold on to that, get Job 9 and 24.
Job chapter.
I tell you what, brother, you stand over here so that people don't get stupid.
Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Right, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So, being that the wicked is in power, who is the wicked? The wicked is the so-called white race today. But you have a remnant that's in power. And that's the banking elite. You have the aristocracy. You have, the Rothschilds. You have the Rockefellers. You have the DuPont. You have all of the founding families of the royal structure. And they're pretty much building society as it is. They're making up laws as it is. And you have the police that enforce those laws. Okay? So you have a bank. While you having a bank, you can also have law enforcers that enforce the laws of the bankers. The central bank is to be exact, by the way. So and that's why if you notice, let's say for example, there's a big fight happening around amongst communists, right? And then you have what's the name? Let's just say Boris Johnson is down the street. The police ain't gonna give a fuck about the fight down there. They're gonna be where what's the guy's name? Boris Johnson's at. Why? Because he's a part of the elite. So anybody that's a part of the elite struck, the police are going to be down there to protect them rather than the people. Why? Because the people that, you know, are in government, they're backed up by the bank. Okay, the powers that be, or the powers that govern society, are backed by the bank. So the police, being that they're backed up by the bank, I'm not saying all police officers, because you got certain police officers that are backed up by the government. Okay, some of them have to pray, some of them have to give reverence to the Queen. Okay, those top level police officers, but really all of them belong to the government. Any way you look at it, because this is all. When you're looking at the cops, they're a part of the branch of government. They keep things in order, in control. This you have the term government, which means control. So the way these men want things to be controlled is all going by the wicked, the powers that be, the banking elite. So, like I said, the cops in all of the different branches of power or government, they're going to be constituting their laws. Okay, and bringing about their agenda for the world. That's why you have the Trilateral Commission, you have the Council of Foreign Relations, you have all of these people. These people are backed up by the banking elite, and they're there to do the deeds of the banking elite. Is they're a part of that government structure. Go on.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Right, so go back to the scripture that you read before.
Right. Where was that? It was right, verse 14, right? So end of verse 13. And he calleth himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts.
Right, he was made to reprove our thoughts, and that's what we do on a day-to-day basis. And believe you me, one of the elites or the royal families are watching these videos too.
Yeah.
They watch it. And you know what they're seeing? They're seeing a whole lot of men that's all around the world looking just like us, with the robes on and the garments on, cursing their asses out and telling them that they're going into slavery because they're broken this law and that law and because they've enslaved our people. So we telling them, look, this is going to be what is it? This is going to be the result of why you're going to be destroyed. That's what we're there to tell them. All right, and we're also telling these low-level, beyond low-class, middle-class crackers to deal too. And that's why what they're doing on YouTube, they messing up brothers' view counts as well, man. Because let's say, right, there's a new video that came out and it's only got 4 views. Ain't nobody gonna watch that video psychologically because it says 4 views on it. But meanwhile, you have 20, you have really, and realistically, you got like 200 views of people that are watching the videos. Okay? Because Esau's trying to stop this truth either way he can, but you can't stop this truth. The rabbit is already out the back already. Go on. And that's why they want to get rid of the internet, but they can't get rid of the internet, and this truth is still gonna go strong. Go on, bro.
And it says that we were made to reprove our thoughts, so we're judging them.
That's a damn shame, man. You ain't never gonna see me walking around with a woman wearing that kind of weave, man. You ain't never gonna see me walking around with a woman like that.
You know what? He just lost the battle. He doesn't even care. It says on verse 15.
Regardless whether he likes the black woman or not, man, you gotta have some soul in the core, man. You can't be walking around with that. Go on, bro.
So it says, verse 15. He is grievous unto us even to behold.
Right, he is grievous unto us even to behold. And then you have that continuation of battle between good and evil.
Right.
Because they're influencing evil on the earth while many are being taken by evil. But then you have the elect that are fighting the force of evil. Okay, and judging evil. And that's why it says in the scriptures, it says that put on the whole armor of the Most High so that you can stand against the wiles of the devil, something like that. So that's what we have. We have the whole armor, which is the truth. The truth is the whole armor. So if you ain't got the word of the Lord, your mind is going to be all messed up because of this world. This world is going to eat you alive, man. Okay, that's what's going to go down, bro.
For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion.
Right, his ways are of another fashion. Like, for example, you got brothers, we don't watch TV out here. You know, you got brothers, we don't go out and party along with these maggots out here. We live a disciplined life. We don't eat crabs, lobsters, and shrimp. Putting color in our hair, wearing skin-tight jeans and all of that.
Everyone's doing that. Everyone's doing that.
Everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's doing what everybody else is doing. But we're not doing what everybody else is doing. So the Bible tells you that you're going to have a certain man that's going to live contrary to the ways of the world. Okay? And what we don't subscribe to, like the world subscribes to, is homosexuality. We don't subscribe to that crap. So read that verse again.
That's a good verse. He is grievous unto us even to behold.
Yeah.
For his life is not like other men's.
Right.
His ways are of another fashion.
Right, his ways of another fashion. And that's what the wicked is saying, is they know this. So what is our fashion? Our fashion is of the ways of the Bible chooses. That's our ways. The ways of this world, we ain't into that, man. We're not into the ways of the world. This is nonsense. This is foul behavior. There's no order at all.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord.
Right, that's why it says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. Who's Paul's? Is that Paul, right?
Yes, Paul, yeah.
So who's Paul's brethren? Is it the world? And no, it's the Israelites, man. Give me Romans 11 and what is it? I think it's verse 2. Because Paul was from the tribe of Benjamin. So who was Paul's brethren in the flesh? Pursuant to Romans 9. Are the Israelites. So Paul was on the scene right now. He would look just like this brother. Okay, she had to walk away. I knew she had to walk away.
We're going to pull these.
That's
right.
Finish this off here. Let's have one more verse.
Yeah, go on.
And in the power, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might.
Yep.
Put on the whole armor of the Most High.
Right, that's why it says put on the whole armor of the Most High. Because if you don't, go on.
That you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. What's the wiles of the devil? Okay, his media manipulation. Because who controls the media? It's not a bunch of black men that control the media. It's a bunch of so-called white men with suits and ties with an agenda to destroy the mass of the people. Alright, so we're able to stand against the wiles of the devil, which the word devil means deceiver. Because that's how the so-called white man gets you. By his media. Okay, and the music that's being brought out there. Okay, like the brother was saying. And then when you listen to the lyrics, those lyrics stay in the wrong direction. Alright, so we pretty much disclosed all of the ways of the world, and now we're living according to the ways of the Most High. Alright? That's what's going on. And let him do his thing, man. Because these devils, they're childish, man. They're not really mature.
Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood,
Right.
but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world.
Against the rulers of darkness of this world. Because the rulers that be, what are they so deep into? They're so deep into witchcraft and sorcery. The powers that be. And that's why everybody, if you notice, is under a dark vibration. They're under a foul spirit. But if you look at the men of the Lord, we got an aura, there's an aura on us. The reason why there's an aura on us because we've been separated from the ways of the world. Just like how Abraham was separated from his father Terah. This Terah was worshiping what? False deities and different philosophies. Right. That's what his father was doing. So Abraham was pure because he separated from his father. Alright? Because he was in what? Spiritual wickedness. And the Lord was dealing with him. So what's the way the Lord deals with you is he will separate you from the ways of the world, and he will separate you from your family that's worked out behind in some cases, and make you holy, make you look better than other people. Alright? Because we are better than all of these other people. We are. Let's just call it what it is. We are better than everybody out here. You know what makes us better than everybody out here? Just one thing. Because we're the chosen men of the Lord. Okay? It's not the melanin, brother. It's because we're the men of God, man. We're the true men of the Lord, prophets. Alright? And the word prophet means to say before. So that's why I can say on these streets, and brothers like myself, that we are better than everybody. Alright? Because we are. Go on.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your lions girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace.
That's it.
Above all, taking the shield of faith.
Right, taking the shield of faith. So this faith or this truth shows us from the dark spheres of this world. Like I said, the media manipulation. Okay, it takes us from being around these people that continue with a foul spirit, a nasty, foul, decrepit spirit, and we're able to see everything in clarity. We're able to judge people and who we hang around with. And really what we come to the conclusion of in this day and age, in this world, is that a lot of y'all people out here are crazy as hell. And what we do is the wise decision is just to stick by yourselves, man. That's what we do. We ain't making no friends out here in this bullshit ass world. The only friends that we got, or the brotherhood, is this right here. All of the men that believe in what I believe in, which is the truth, which is of righteousness, that's my friends. That's my family. All of these maggots out here, these low decrepit maggots out here, I don't give a good goddamn about it, man. That's what they are, they maggots, brother. Okay? Even the so-called white woman that thinks she's better than certain people, she's a damn maggot too. They're all maggots, man. Go on, brother. Oh yeah, read that. Go on.
Right, it's joined by judging, right? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 16. Thus the righteous that is dead, which is us, shall condemn the ungodly which are living.
Read that again, read that verse again.
Thus the righteous that is dead shall condemn the ungodly which are living, and youth that is soon perfected, the many years and old age of the unrighteous.
And what that really represents is because we're dead to the world. It doesn't mean that we're dead to the world. So the righteous that are dead to the world can judge the unrighteous that are alive today, because they're alive with what unrighteousness. Okay? Going back to what we was going into earlier before, how we could judge. Like you read, brother, earlier before. The scripture where it says, he that is spiritual, judge of all things. So you can judge, but you just got to be in the right place. That's all it takes. All right? If you live in a life of a maggot like the rest of these maggots, then you can't judge a damn thing. You know what I mean? And I mean, like, you know, the longer you've been in this truth, man, the more you look at these people like they're just a bunch of nobodies. They're maggots. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel, man. You know, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just that, hey, when you in that royal state of mind, you just look down on everyone. Because you can tell that everybody else out here, they ain't got it, man. They're just sheep to the slaughter. Go on, brother. Or should I say, goats to the slaughter? Because a sheep is a righteous animal. Go on.
Going back to Wisdom of Solomon 2, verse 16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Right, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. This is talking about what is in the wicked, right?
Right.
Go on.
He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness.
Yeah.
He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed.
And that's what we do. We pronounce the end of the just to be blessed. That's what we do all the time. When we come out here, what we're really saying is that there's hope for Israel. There's hope for you so-called blacks, so-called Latinos and Native American Indians. And then we also spew out the idea, which is the true idea, that the end is going to come for the wicked. Judgment